All right, so today we have Miss Sapphire Steamy, and she's an upcoming artist. Um, she's from Toronto, Canada, and y'all need to check her out. Miss Steamy, would you like to introduce yourself anymore?
Yes, good day, beautiful people. It's Sapphire Steamy, the sixth queen from Toronto. And yeah, check me out. I got a website, www.sapphiresteamy.com, sapphiresteamy.com. You can find merchandise there also. Order your merchandise, order your music. I got a USB, the Steamy 3.0 USB, or sorry, 2.0 USB. The 3.0 is not out yet, but you can also order these. And so this is myself here on a USB. You can upload me, get my videos, my songs, whatever you need. So the sixth queen from Toronto, you already know.
Wait, that's what's up. That's how you do it.
So
That's
that's
what's
40
up.
US dollars on the website. You order it, you'll get all of my music on there, the mixtape, and two EPs plus my album, videos, pictures, and you also, it's 32 gigabytes. So you can get to save more music, more content from other artists, save your documents, your resume, whatever it is you need to save. You can save it all on the Steamy 2.0 USB. All right.
Dang, that's what's up.
That's what's up.
I ain't never seen that before. That's
I
cool.
got to send you your own. So
That's
you
cool.
got to send me your address and I get you your Steamy 2.0 so you
I'll
can
send it as
upload
soon as
me.
we
You know what
finish
I'm
this.
saying? You upload right here.
I'll do it as soon as we finish this interview.
Definitely.
All right, so Miss Steamy, my first question for you is, what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
What do they
Cap-
say about Capricorn?
Capricorns are hardworking leaders and very honest and loyal people.
Does anybody hate on Capricorns, or it's all love?
They say that we're stubborn. I guess we could be. We're very headstrong people. Um, when we have our minds made up a certain way, it's made up. And I think every sign gets hate, but yeah, we might get a little bit more because that leadership thing. When you're leading, there's a lot of eyes on you.
Absolutely. Um, I don't know much about zodiac signs. I know I'm a Cancer, but is Capricorn like towards the end of the year or the beginning?
That's the end and the beginning. So January 20th to sorry, December 20th to January 20th. So Jesus was a Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? Just to let y'all know, Jesus was a Capricorn.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, so Miss Steamy, my next question for you is, what's your favorite color?
I think black. I wear a lot of black.
Yeah,
I do a lot of stuff, and I use black and gold.
that's cool. What's your favorite number?
I got a few of them.
Take your time.
Um, I guess people might play the lottery off these numbers now, but I would say 3, 6, 7, 13, 33. Those are some of my favorite numbers.
That's cool. I just interviewed somebody who her favorite number was 33 too. Well, her favorite number was three, but she wore 33 in high school. I wore 33 too on the football field. That's cool. I like 33. That's cool.
Yeah.
My next question for you is, what are your five favorite foods?
My five favorite foods. Um, I love fruits. I love seafood. I don't really like watermelon though. Seafood, but I don't like crab. Um, What else? I like natural foods.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's cool. It's cool. What are your five favorite restaurants to go to?
I don't really do a lot of restaurants. Um, to be honest, but I go like to the regular places people go. Um, like I might go to McDonald's to get their apple pie, but I go for certain things, right? Um, yeah, stuff like that. Or I eat a lot of West Indian food, so I don't really like to eat out too much. I like to cook my foods, or I might eat out at a West Indian restaurant, but um,
Ooh. What are your five favorite foods to cook?
a lot of fish, shrimp, lobster. Um, I don't really eat. Well, I started back. I went fishitarian for a while, pescatarian. I call it fishitarian.
Okay,
but
okay.
I was doing the pescatarian thing for a while, and then I started messing around with the meats again sometimes. But I like jerk chicken sometimes, um, and I would say oxtail. But I eat a lot of fish. I like mainly my diet is fish, shrimp, different fishes. I'll eat snapper. I'll eat grouper. I'll eat just like catfish. Whatever is available. I'll try some of it. Like I said, except for crab. I don't really like crab.
I understand. They some of the dirtiest to eat anyway. They on the ground all day long. It's
The
like,
crab, I don't know something
yeah,
about it. The
yeah,
meat, I don't like it.
I understand.
And I definitely don't eat pork.
No pork at all. I
No
understand.
pork at all.
That's good. That's good. What five countries would you like to visit?
5 countries I would like to visit. I would love to visit Nigeria. I would love to visit Ghana. I would love to visit Dubai. I would definitely love to visit Sri Lanka. I saw some pink beaches, some beaches in Sri Lanka with pink sand.
What?
Like they got some crazy places in the world. I would like to visit Germany. I got some friends out in Germany, and just seeing it, I'm like, oh, I'll come there one day. So yeah, there's a lot of places. I got a lot of people. Oh, I got some people that want me to come to Egypt, and I would definitely like to go to Egypt for my own spiritual purposes, and Ethiopia.
You the first person so far that named four countries in Africa. That's what I'm talking about, my sister. You ain't playing. Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. You ain't playing. Some people might just be like, "Oh, I want to go to Nigeria," or "I just want to go to Africa." Like yeah, Ethiopia, Nigeria, Egypt. Yeah, you ain't playing. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's cool. That's cool. I respect that all the way. My next question for you, Miss Steamy, is: would you rather go into space or deep sea diving?
Oh, definitely space.
What would you like to see in space?
Would I sound crazy?
Good.
I would just like to explore and see the different beings out there. I would not like to get into contact with the beings that feed on humans, though. I would only like to keep contact with the beings who are friendly to us.
Absolutely. Me too. But I'm scared if I go there, I might not come back. So while you there, tell them I said what up, though. For real, because I'm going to stay right here. I'm
They
cool.
bring me back.
Oh, all right. Well, they can bring me back. I trust them more than I trust my own people. Like,
Yeah, there's
not
some
my
good
people,
ones.
but
There's some good ones.
yeah, yeah, for real. All right. So, Miss Steamy, my next question for you is: what are your five favorite animals?
I love cats. Dogs love me. Like dogs be walking past my house and they stop and roll over for me to rub their belly. This has been happening for the last couple years. Birds, I feed the birds in the mornings. Um, what other animals? You want five? I definitely enjoy butterflies. Not caterpillars, but butterflies. Kind of weird.
I don't like caterpillars either. I like butterflies.
Yeah. And I would say the lion.
Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is: do you have any pets?
The cat next door thinks she's mine. The
Hey, well, that's one. That's good.
cat
That's a
next
pet.
door runs away and comes to my house. But no, I don't have any of my own.
I'll count that as your own. I'll count
Yeah.
that one. That one count. That
Yeah.
count. My next question for you is: what are your five favorite drinks?
Definitely. Are we talking alcoholic beverages, non-alcoholic beverages?
Both. Whatever. Yeah, either one you want to say. You can say both if you want.
Water. I drink a lot of water. Um, alcoholic beverages. I drink a lot of Ciroc.
Oh,
Um,
what flavors? What flavors?
oh man, I don't fuck with the peach. For whatever reason, the peach get me dumb fucked up. So I don't fuck with the peach. But I think you're right. There's something in the flavors. Each one got a different thing in it, right? It
Right.
gives you a different vibe. The French vanilla is really smooth, and the coconut, the pineapple, pina colada, the watermelon, the white grape. Uh,
Go
you know
ahead, girl. Go ahead. Go ahead.
the apple, I love the apple. The plain one. Uh,
Okay.
but definitely don't give me no peach Ciroc. I ain't fucking with it.
Straight up. Straight up.
Oh yeah,
um,
and I drink a lot of elixirs, so I do that liquid gold, the liquid silver, and that kind of stuff.
that's cool. Those get you messed up too now.
I started making elixirs. I do it with Ciroc. You've tried it,
Um,
haven't you?
yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, but I don't some things not for me. You know, like I'm the type I'll drink a wine cooler and be cool. I be getting too messed up off that liquor. I get messed up. like it's either I drink too little and I don't feel nothing, or I drink too much and I feel everything. I ain't never got no in between. Like that's just me. So shoot, you know what I do? You know, shoot, I'd rather do that any day. But
No,
I feel you.
I'm a really cool drunk. I think when I was like 21, I had drank some Smirnoff Ice. That shit fucked me up, and I never drank it again.
For
I was
real.
throwing up and shit. I don't even know why I was drinking Smirnoff Ice. I didn't want to drink anything else. Everybody brought drinks too, but I just wanted to drink Smirnoff. I thought it would be just like a cool birthday with Smirnoff Ice. That shit fucked me up.
For sure. Do you remember your first Ciroc flavor that you had? The first time you ever tried Ciroc?
Um, it would have probably been the pineapple, I think, or the coconut.
That's cool. That's cool. I don't know if they still make this one, but my first one was like a red berry or something.
They still make the red berry. I like that
Yeah.
one too. But that one get me messed up kind of like the peach, but not as bad.
Yeah,
Peach
I
is
don't,
good.
I don't drink it no more. Mm-hmm. Not that one. I ain't drinking it no more. The way you feel about peach is the way I feel about that red one. I'm cool on that. I'm
Oh
cool.
yeah, the red one it does something to you, but the peach one does it worse for me though.
For real. We on the same page.
So, what's your favorite Ciroc flavor?
Pineapple. I like
Oh
that
yeah,
pineapple. I like the watermelon. I like the regular one. Shoot. I drink
yeah, the regular is really
the
good.
blue circle. I drink that. I'm cool. Shoot. Yeah. But shoot. But I also like mixing all my drinks. I don't like drinking them straight because my chest ain't. I ain't got no grown man chest. I can't do it. It be burning me sometimes. I gotta get ice and everything. You better, man. You gotta be careful with that Ciroc. You gotta be
Yeah,
careful. You can't. That ain't no little boy drink. I'm
yeah.
telling you.
Like I'm
Mm-mm.
telling you, I do this stuff with it. See, I got it on my table. I finished the Ciroc though.
Oh, see, I ain't had that one. No, I ain't
That's
never
not
had that one.
liquid.
No, I know. Yeah,
That's
yeah, I
liquid
know.
gold, and that's
Yeah,
liquid silver. But I
yeah,
started
yeah.
mixing it with the Ciroc, and
Word.
you go crazy.
You go crazy. That's what's up. That's what's up. You making me want to come to Canada. That's what's up. You a whole bartender over there.
Right?
That's cool. And a chef.
Right?
Yeah, for real. And I like seafood too. All of it. It don't matter. If it come out of the water, I'm gonna eat it.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, Miss Steamy, my next question for you is: do you like to go shopping?
I love going shopping. I think every woman loves shopping.
Some of them say no, though. I'm gonna tell you that. Some of them
Oh
say no.
really?
For real. A couple have,
Oh okay.
but it's cool. They still got clothes though. They still got the
Right?
little accessories in their background, but it's okay. Would you rather go before COVID hit? Would you rather go online shopping or shopping in the stores?
It depends. If it's a particular item that I can't find in the store, then I got to get it online. Other than that, I like to touch and feel, see it, and have the experience of knowing the quality of the material I'm buying or the item before buying it. But I mean, online you could always return it. But the problem is when you get the package, a lot of us like really don't want to make the next step to have to go to return it. So we end up with a lot of shit we didn't want in the first place.
That sound like me. There's a lot of stuff that I can't wear. A lot of stuff I don't like no more. That I ain't even. And just if one of my friends come here and they be like, "Let me get that," you can have it, bro.
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna
exactly.
use
I
it
end up
anyway.
doing that.
All right. So, what are your five favorite stores to go shopping at?
Um, I like there's a store out here, Hudson Bay Company, HBC, or the Bay. I like that store. Um, and I go like people might laugh at me. There's a lot of proud people out there, but I like Marshalls. I really like Marshalls. I know people clown that shit. Um, and I don't know, I just buy what I like. I don't want to influence people or influence the way they shop. Um, but yeah, I shop at Macy's when I come over there a lot. Um, Saks. Oh, and the fetish stores. I love the fetish stores. There's one called the Stag Shop over here and Seduction. I shop in those. This is from a fetish store, and this is the bra is Versace. So
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. And girl, I like Marshalls too. I like Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Ross, all that. I like Dollar Tree. Yeah, all of that. It's
oh yeah,
okay.
the dollar store. I go in there and sometimes I find stuff, and then you don't remember you have like this bag full of stuff that you just bought at the dollar store because you didn't need it in the first place. But yeah, I get
Real.
a lot of my notebooks and stuff. I love shopping for notebooks, pens, that kind of stuff in the dollar store. You get really cool shit in the dollar store.
That's cool. Do you write your lyrics or do you freestyle in the booth?
I write a lot of my lyrics. I started freestyling more, but I'm a writer.
I'm personally, I really like people who write just because I know they got a message, they got something on their mind they trying to put out, and I like hearing what you got to say. Like I like freestylers too because it's a talent that they just came off that off the top of their head. That's cool, but man, people who be writing, I love hearing their messages. Like you can't tell me
So
Nas didn't write. Nas had to
when you
write.
talk, but when you
You
talk
know?
about freestyle, I just watched something with Killer Cameron.
Oh
Whew,
yeah. Oh, did you
you know what
watch
I
the
mean?
one? What was he outside with
Yeah,
yeah, for like 8 minutes.
yeah.
Man, he
So I just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not there. I'm
yeah.
definitely not there because he was just killing it. He was just killing it, and it was all off the top. He was talking about things that was currently happening and shit. So it was like, yeah,
Man.
word to Cam, yo, Killer Cam, shout out, big shout out, and mad respect.
Nah, that's 20 years experience right there. You can't just pick that up. I don't know how he did that. He did this
Ooh.
thing though. He was like, what he said at the beginning, he's like, man, I'm just about to do this for the ones who saying, oh, Cam fell off. Cam can't rap no more. What? Like, I bet. That was hard. He
Oh,
hard. He was hard for that. Okay, so, Miss Steamy, what are your plans? I'm going to ask you these two questions back to back because they pertain with the same thing. My first question is, what are your plans for the next 5 years? And then my second question is, what are your plans for the next 10 years?
so basically, in the next 5 years, um, people by then should know me. I would think because I've been doing music now since 2014. Started really putting out projects in 2017. I have 4 projects out. My 5th project will be out November 11th. The Heiress versus the Priestess, and then I got another one following back of that. I would say by January or February that should be done. High Priestess Vudini, and I have other projects following. So I intend to have my projects out. I do have a book coming out, Transmutation Human Alchemy, and I have
You got
my
a book coming out? I'm sorry to cut you off. You got a book coming out?
I do have a book coming out,
That's what I'm
Transmutation Human Alchemy,
talking about.
and I have a product line coming out with this with elixirs and other special things that I throw together. My special concoction. I like to think of myself as my own little alchemist, also. So yeah, I do have products, a body product line coming out, and yeah, more music. Definitely I have my spiritual side. So you'll see the growth in that area in time to come. I won't say too much about that, but you'll see in time to come what things turn out to be.
That's what's up. You hustling for real. You not playing. You ain't playing. You better have your own businesses. Like,
Oh yeah,
what?
this is all me. I've funded everything, and it's 100% owned by myself. I do have a partner who I'm looking to see if we can work together at this point. But I do need people who are interested in my work if I'm gonna share my wealth with you. So it's just that kind of life.
Absolutely. I'm all for it. Um, do you have any special talents?
Um, I would like to say I can write, I cook. I don't know. I'm a speaker. People like me. People are drawn to me. Um, I do psychic readings for some. I've been doing psychic readings. and still finding my higher self. I do meditation sessions, psychic readings. Um, I said that like a psychic readings like a million times, but yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna ask these two questions back to back because they pertain with each other too. My
And I
first
write
question.
songs. I write all of my songs. I'm sorry. So
Absolutely.
anybody looking for a writer or needs songs, I do also have songs for sale.
Absolutely. I know that's right. All right. So the next two questions I'm gonna ask back to back again. The first one is, what would you like to tell the children of the girls of the future, 20 years and younger? And then my second question is, what would you like to tell the women of the future, 20 years and older?
So the women 20 years and older, um, I know that a lot of us been through a lot of things. A lot of people are hurt. I would just try to encourage people not to hurt others because you've been hurt, not to be bitter and hold on to pain and anger, and just try every day to do your best and be your best, because when you know the other way makes life harder, it makes things more complicated, it makes you lose sleep, it aggravates stress. So just try to make life as easy as possible. Try to make the best of your time. Try to have that time with your kids, with your family, with your loved ones. And yeah, just spread love. The younger people, I would say, don't always try to look at the mistakes that older people make and try to duplicate them. We all know right from wrong. However, I do understand sometimes people want to experience things before they really learn. So be careful of the things that you try to experience and the lessons that you'll learn from that, because some lessons you can never come back from.
I agree, 100%. My next question for you is, what would you tell your future self 20 years from now?
My future self, I know my future self will be smarter, um, and may have figured out an easier way to do everything that's hard for me now. Um, and to my future self, I wish that I could know everything that my future self knows now.
Absolutely. What would you like to tell your future husband 20 years from now?
My future husband, uh, if I do have a husband that sticks with me in the future, or I have somebody now that can make it to the future with me, I would just say thank you for being real with me, because if it's a husband, it has to be somebody that's real. Um, if it's someone that's not real, careful, because I'm going to get you.
Straight up. What would you like to tell your future children 20 years from now?
um, that life is about choices, and choices are always up to us. We don't always have to look at other people and do what they do. We could always try to do things in a way that is brand new because it's the best way, or something that is different. So always try something um, different if it's better. Never be afraid to do that. Never be afraid to stand out. Never be afraid to lead. Um, Never be afraid to be called out, because sometimes when you lead, the one thing they're going to do is single you out. So never be afraid of that. Stand up and just always know that you're doing what you're doing for the right purposes, because if you're my children, I raised you right.
Yes, ma'am. What is your message for the women around the world?
The women around the world, me being a woman, I understand that women have been going through pain, trauma. I know you're a man, but to be honest, there are men who are like yourself, who have like a kind spirit, and just a good vibe towards women, and there are men who abuse women. There are men who don't see women as their equal or don't see women as anything. So, for whatever it is they went through, I've watched documentaries where places like Mexico, places like Thailand, and other countries, even in India, there are people who sell young girls as young as 6 years old into prostitution for something like, like $100 or a couple $100. And to the young girls who've been going through things that are beyond their control because they're just products of their society or what's going on in their environment. Stay strong. Keep trying to find a way out of it. If that's what you really want, you will find it. And I hope one day to help young women like that who are going through things like that, that we can create safe spaces for you and just places where you can heal. And I love you all no matter what you've been through.
Absolutely. You've been giving great answers so far. Um, my next question is, do you have any shout outs that you would like to make to your friends or to your family?
Yeah, shout out to my family, shout out to my mom, and everyone who support me. Shout out to DJ Merciless. Um, Shout out to just everyone who believe in me. Shout out to Making It Mag. Shout out to Maney Mike. Shout out to anyone that's working with me in a positive light. Shout out to Lord Fury. Um, I don't know, and anybody that's helped guided me, anybody that's been there for my projects, anyone that's collabed with me. Shout out to Danteo, my guardian angel. Um, he was killed in Toronto a few years ago, and that was like my little bro. He was supposed to be here to do this music thing, but his spirit is still here working with me. So just shout out to the whole world. If you lost somebody, shout out to you. I send you love.
For sure. What did your parents teach you as a child that you would like to teach your children in the future?
Um, my parents just taught me a lot about life. Um, just a lot of philosophy, a lot of things to look out for, but just a way to just keep myself um, safe and humble, and just always walk with the light type thing. So yeah, I've been through darkness. I've done dark things, but you always remember the teachings of your parents or your grandparents. I was fortunate to meet my great grandmother, so I learned some things from her too, and on my other side. So it was a blessing, and I thank them all for everything they've done for me, whether they're here or gone now.
Absolutely. Um, my next question for you is, what would you like people to know about you before they listen to your first song or before they go on your Instagram page?
I would just like people to know that I make music for the people based on my experiences, because as a human being, I know I'm not isolated from things that's happening in my life. I know if it happened to me, it's probably happening to you. So I like to share those experiences, share my emotions, share a little bit of how I'm feeling, so that I can make some people that feels isolated feel like they're normal. Like, it's not just you, it's happened to me. So I'm gonna I might get into some real deep things in the future. So just look out for that, and just know that I'm here fighting for women with women. And I will definitely try to make a way for abused women in the future.
Yes, ma'am. Um, how do you feel women are represented in the world?
I Like I said, I didn't really realize it until of late, where just even in society, um, there are just a lot of men who have just a complex within themselves, especially women with this skin. Um, they're just people who victimize us because of who we are. There's a lack of respect for a lot of women. There's just a lot of abuse that takes place because we have a vagina. And I think it's some of the most sick things. But when I think of it, and I think that they do it to children too, so I just know that the world has some really sick people, and I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do about it. But it can't go on that way. Like people can't be harming children; they can't just be harming women. We need to do better.
I agree. What do you think needs to be changed for women to have more power?
First of all, I think women attacking each other and just always holding grudges against each other, that needs to stop. Because we already have some men like yourself who will empower women, who will walk with us. Maybe you had a good mother, and you also had sisters, or maybe it's just your family structure and the women, they just raised you to respect women. But not every male is raised that way, right? And so the contrast, sometimes it gets really dark in women's lives. During the quarantine, I think domestic violence calls has never been that high. So just the fact that women are not even safe at home. There are cases where women are being harassed sexually by their own family members, by their fathers, by their brothers, by their uncles. So the world is not safe. But then, like I said, when I think about that and I understand they also do it to babies, then it's like, it just makes me sick.
Absolutely. I agree. Could you talk about your music and your genre of music and your your music? Could you talk about your music?
Definitely. So Sapphire Steamy, the sixth queen from Toronto. Um, so part of the whole queen movement, it's not just to wear pretty clothes and dress up and call myself a queen, but it's a part of leading the people. And so some of my music is going to highlight just things that need to be said, things that need to be addressed. It's just thought provoking music. Some of it is fun, right? Some of it is playful music, but there's always that side of me where it's like I need to address this. I need to say something, or this is my perspective of this. Let me put it in a song. So there's always going to be that authentic feel of what's going on, and how I see things. How can I open the eyes of the people?
Yes, ma'am. Um, where is your music located?
So my music is everywhere that music is sold. Again, also, it is on the Steamy 2.0 USB, and you can get that at sapphiresteamy.com. That's my website. That's SAPPHIRESTEAMY.com, sapphiresteamy.com. Or hashtag Six Queen. You'll find me on Instagram, Twitter, wherever you find hashtags at.
Yes, ma'am. Also, what are all of your social medias? How can people get up with you?
So it's at Sapphire Steamy, SAPPHIRESTEAMY, or just Google Sapphire Steamy, my name, or Six Queen, and everything will pop up. You can also always go on my website. My music is also available on my website, and merchandise. There's videos. There's a lot of content on the website. So it's sapphiresteamy.com. That's SAPPHIRESTEAMY.com.
Yes, ma'am. I have about three or four more questions for you. Now, these questions pertain to the African community. Are you ready?
Yep.
Do you feel police brutality is real or do you think it's made up?
Police brutality, just a disconnect, um, and just some people who are not of melanin skin or melanated skin, they look at us and treat us differently. Some of us, based on where we grow up, like there's melanated people who come from the hood, and so they throw all of us in that box as if. And there's a lot of people who come from the hood and they work 3, 4 jobs, but they throw us in the box of the, these people are just gangsters. And there are some people who actually get to know us because in the hood, we all know it's not just melanated people living there. There are white people that live in the hood. There are different, Asian people, just different people who just happen to fall under that poverty line. So, however, when put in the same circumstances or situations, the outcomes are different because just by looking at me sometimes I just feel how differently I went to an appointment the other day, and the lab technician felt the need to leave the door open with me, and there were other people in the facility and their doors were not open. So it's just when we go into places, they treat us differently sometimes. Mind you, I've went to the bank and I've been treated. I think the minute you have $1 or $2 and you might go to the bank, they might treat you differently. But the minute if you go to the bank, if that money's done, and that's it, they go right back to it again. So there's a double standard in society, and it's definitely all around. And some people say, oh, I have black friends, but when they see a person that's quote unquote labeled as black, they grudge. I've seen people like hold on to their wallets because I'm close to them in an aisle or something like that, and it's like, I don't want your fucking wallet. I probably have more money in my purse than you, right? So I've seen them like follow me around stores. I've lived it, so I can speak on it. Where I don't see them do it to other people. I've the way that I'm treated. Do you know how hard they tell us that we should work to get things? Now, as a young person, if you own a house or if you have a condo or something like that, everybody that's around you, even black people, treat you differently because some black people, they want to be the only ones there. They don't want other niggers there. So I've went through a lot of things with human beings. And I never knew we could be so nasty towards each other. And I know it's because of the skin that I'm in, but I'm proud and I love the skin that I'm in. I love the way I look. I celebrate it. And I don't give a fuck what they think. Because when I sit down and I light those candles and I lay my crystals out and I call on them black gods, they answer my calls. And I know these motherfuckers, I could turn their life inside out from their dreams to their reality. So they better not fuck with this skin. They need to stop. We need to learn what to do. This is why our ancestors, they had to stop our ancestors from doing African spirituality just to enslave them. Do you know how strong we are? We could change all of this. Sorry, I
Absolutely.
went into something else.
Ooh,
I get passionate about this shit.
nah, you good. That's why I asked you to speak your piece. Let it be known how you feel. It's cool. My next question for you is can you send a positive message to our brothers and to our sisters on coming together and trying to help each other instead of hurt each other?
Yes. And I think it's very important that we do that because there is no other culture, there's um, no other pedigree that's doing that to each other but us, the melanated pedigree.
Absolutely.
And we don't even know. I'm not even sure if we're aware that melanin is on the stock market and it's worth more than gold. We are worth more than
Somebody
gold.
told me that too. Look, somebody told me that. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm sorry to cut you off. But somebody told me that like 2 or 3 days ago in one of my interviews. What happened?
If you look
Um,
on Google, melanin is anywhere from $450 a gram and up.
see, that's what's up.
You
That's
can Google it.
somebody for
So
real.
melanated people, celebrate yourselves. As big as your lips are, big as the nose be, whatever the fuck is big, celebrate that shit. And don't let anybody make you feel like you're not good enough and you gotta go plastic this or fix that, because they're all trying to look like us. Shit.
Straight up, straight up. Um, what is your okay? My next question is: how do you feel Black women are treated in the world?
I think I answered that before. I think we're um, sometimes dogs and cats and animals are treated better than how we're treated. The way they speak about us, the way they scorf when they look at us, the way that they react. And what's even worse is they've done it to the Black man to separate him from the Black woman, quote unquote, Black, so that they can make us weaker. When the woman is there by herself without the man and the man is locked up in a cage, then they have broken down our family structure. We can't have kids, we can't have normal families.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
have to understand that we're being set up, but also the men need to understand who we are. We are their nurturers. We are the ones to take care of the children. So the men, whatever you've been through, a lot of the men have to work through the cycle of abuse because there are things happening in our community that's not happening to other women elsewhere. And I don't mean to make it sound like abuse is a financial thing. It's not, but money has a lot to do with how a lot of men treat women. And women who are poverty stricken go through a lot more domestic violence than women who have money, especially in places like America, Canada, and developed countries, because women can then move away from the man. But a lot of women stay in abusive relationships because that's their only choice. That's how they get their rent paid.
Yes, ma'am.
So um, I don't know. I just pray that we can love each other, that we can be better towards each other, we can heal ourselves and be able to be the peace for our partners. I don't want a melanated man in my life who's going to abuse me, who's going to beat me, who's going to be angry when I speak and not allow me to have an opinion and feel like I'm the man. You know, I understand you're the man, but I want to be the woman. I want to be your equal. I want to have a say. I want to have an input. You know what I mean? And I know there are a lot of women out there who are going through similar things where it's like they're just not able to be themselves
Yes, ma'am.
because they're in a relationship. So my heart goes out to you. And I make music so that first you can free your mind and then your spirit and then your physical, your body one day can be free. But I want you to be free alive. So women, if there's any woman that's in real danger right now, please try to make an escape plan and get out. If you have kids, please try to get out. Please don't stay and get yourself hurt.
Absolutely. Um, my next question is: I have 2 more questions left. What is your message for the Black women around the world?
To keep working hard, keep doing things that's never been done. I'm so proud. I've seen a lot of women entrepreneurs, a lot of women innovators, a lot of women doing just a lot of things. A lot of young girls starting at a young age, getting the chance to go to school. Believe it or not, a lot of places today, girls are still not allowed to get an education. So keep fighting, women. Keep going. You're strong. You're doing well. I know in Kenya, there's a whole village of just women who decided to build their own safety network community where they support each other. And they take care of each other and their children in that village. So, shout out to all the women who are building other women and growing other women to be strong. And I just want us to stop fighting. I want us to stop looking at our differences and really learn how to work together and be strong for each other, grow healthy children that they're not growing up to see us hate each other. And just be catty and just for no reason I'm angry at another woman or and even like fighting over men. That shit is played out.
Yes, ma'am. Um, my last question for you today, Miss Steamy, is what would you do if you were the president?
If I were the president, I would make sure that everyone has basic needs: food, clothing, shelter, and a way to keep in contact with the world. Um, I would make sure that we have enough programs so that there are literacy programs and just life skill programs to help people, and a lot of healing programs, counseling and meditation, because the world needs to be repaired, and it can only be repaired by repairing the pieces. Once the pieces are repaired and you start putting it together, then it makes the whole picture.
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't think that every single person on earth is going to be healed. It's just shit. If we don't try, it'll never be done.
I agree. So yeah, Miss Sapphire Steamy, I really do appreciate you coming on my show. Is there anything that are there any questions or is there anything that I didn't ask you that you would like to discuss?
No, I think it was a really great interview. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you for sharing your platform with me and for allowing me to just share my energy and connect with you today. I hope that I was able to just connect with someone somewhere and give them hope, give them inspiration. You can always find me at www.sapphiresteamy.com or at Sapphire Steamy. Send me a message if there's someone who needs to talk or who really needs, like that kind of emotional support. You're trying to get out of an abusive situation. Let's see if I can find some resources in your community. If you can't find it, I'll go online and I find it. I've done that before for people. I'm in Toronto. I've done that for people in Atlanta and like other places. So I'm definitely open to working with women, to seeing what's available in your community, connecting you to community programs and community network that can get you the right help to the right place, to safety, and to be able to feel like a human being again.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you again, Miss Sapphire Steamy. Y'all look, if y'all don't like my channel, it's okay. I ain't here for me, I'm here for them. So go check it out. Please get one of them USB drives because I don't think you're gonna regret it. And it got her music on it. And it's 32 gigs. Like you can't even get that's what's up. I think that's cool. That's very that's that's what's it called? Authentic. Like don't a lot of people don't have USB drives of themselves. When you
No,
sell
I'm the first one
USB
in the world to do it. I'm the
for
first one in the world
real,
to do it. So
for
definitely
real.
like this is some shit that's never been done before. I'm here to use my brain and get in the game with my brain and not my pussy. You know what I'm saying? The pussy comes with me wherever I go, but I don't need to flaunt my pussy and talk about my pussy all day. I could show you what my brain could do.
Absolutely. Thank you again, Miss Sapphire. I appreciate it oh so much.
All righty, peace and love, Tony. Take care.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
thank you for having me.